Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the Flashpoint DLC for BattleTech. In the last mission, I picked up a Hunchback, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm a little concerned we may not be able to load this thing out all that well, because there's only 2 energy weapon slots, not giving us a lot of diversity outside of the autocannon, so let's take a look at it. I know I have AC-20s, but I'm not sure I have the ammo. If I have the ammo, then I'll just do the default loadout. Let's take a look at that, though. Yeah, unfortunately, I only have 1 ton of ammo, and I'm fairly certain that that a Hunchback by default has at least 2 tons, if not more than that, of ammo, because you only get 5 shots per ton. That's not really a whole lot. You want to have more than that, or you run out of 5 shots real fast. And considering that most of the damage for a Hunchback is residing in this AC-20, that's really not a good thing. And unfortunately, as far as autocannons go, the only other autocannon we have is an AC-5, which is only 45 damage. It's a lot lighter, so we might be able to do other things with it. What we may end up having to do is put large lasers in these slots. Another option we could do, what, PPCs? Do we have PPCs? Yeah, we could do 2 PPCs here. That'd be 100 damage. So 100 damage versus 1 loadout we could do is an AC-5 and 2 large lasers. I think we could afford that as far as weight. Heat efficiency, I'm not sure. We'd have to look at that. But 2 large lasers and AC-5, that'd be... And we can technically put a small laser in, but that would be... we'd have to see where we are. But half a ton isn't too much to ask. So let's say a small laser. So that is, I think, 125... plus the 20, so that's 145 for that loadout. So that'd be 2 large lasers that look like this. So there. Switch to the AC-5. Obviously, we need ammo. Oh, actually, want the small laser as well. So it look like that, plus the ammo. If I remember correctly, the ammo, 1 ton's worth, does have a decent amount of shots. So 15. We could probably do fine with that. Looks like heat efficiency is a little bit of a concern. Maybe 1 or 2 heat sinks. So that'd be our loadout for that. Okay, so we kind of get an idea of what that looks like. Let's see what the PPC loadout looks like. So I'll keep the small laser in there. There's not going to be as much damage with this loadout because it's 100 here versus the 125, but we may have more tonnage to play with. But heat efficiency is going to be a real problem unless we put a lot of heat sinks in here, which we can do. I mean, we've got 7 tons to play with. But we're definitely not going to be able to fit also the AC-10. I mean, not sorry, the AC-10, the AC-5. I don't think you would even be able to get away with an AC-2, but I didn't see any AC-2 ammo, so that's a moot point. I kind of like the large laser build better. Because this, I honestly don't even have enough heat sinks to fuel this. But we'll take a look at it. I'll use as many heat sinks as I have. But yeah, this is just not looking good. I don't have enough heat sinks to make this work. So clearly, let's strip off a couple heat sinks. The large laser build plus the AC-5 is the better idea. Let's stick that over there for now. So AC-5, 2 large lasers. I think that's going to be the most efficient case. We don't need this many heat sinks, I guess. Do we want to up armor at all, though? I haven't put the ammo in yet. I'm not saying this is where the ammo is going to go, but just for now, we're putting it there. Then we have 1 ton to play with. Heat efficiency is a little concerning, but it's not terrible. I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. Damage... Well, what would we replace this mech? What would be this? Like, this mech would be replacing something in our current lineup because we have, at this moment, 2 Vindicators. We have the Griffin and the Firestarter. I'm not going to be replacing the Griffin. Not going to be replacing the Firestarter. So, with that being said, it's the 2 Vindicators. And the obvious one is the one that's set up for close combat. Now, this is not set up for close combat. But that's fine, because at the moment I feel like we don't have enough long-range punch, and this could really help us here with that, because we have 3 long-range weapons. I don't think it's going to do as much damage as the Vindicator, though, if I think about it. So with the Vindicator, we have one large laser, so that cancels that out. We have 2 medium lasers. We'll say that cancels this out, although you have 10 extra damage. And then we have 2 small lasers and an SRM-4. So, yeah, for sure, that's more damage. I'm not even going to add up the math. I can just tell for face value that the Vindicator we currently are using can do more damage. But that's in close. It has to be in close to do that much damage. So, I kind of like this. I think I'm going to use that last ton rather than for another heatsink, though. I'm going to up armor it. We're going to get rid of the main Achilles heel of the Hunchback, which is his rear armor. Let's get it up to, like, let's say 40 in the rear. I mean, it's not... Do we really need that much? Probably not. Let's back it off a bit. Because I think we've helped it, so it's not paper thin. But this is meant to be attacking at range, so it's alright. Probably get away with that. Okay, that's pretty good armor. We slightly upgraded it. We made its rear armor not so vulnerable. We upgraded its frontal armor a little bit, but Hunchback already has good frontal armor, so upgrading it even a little bit is a pretty nice improvement. You know what? I'm actually tempted to do this instead. Yeah, like that. Okay, I like that. Again, it's questionable on whether it's going to be replacing our current Vindicator. It is going to be down on maneuverability, that's for sure, but it's as good as we can do at the moment with what we've got. The AC-5 ammo, 1 ton's worth, may run out, but I think it'll be alright. Okay, so it's going to take 8 days to do. It's fine.
Logged and noted.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too hard.
So in 8 days, I'll be done. And we have ourselves another medium mech. If it's not in our front line, it's a good backup mech. And hey, it gets us along the path of getting to doing a Flashpoint, which is what we're looking to do in the first place. Okay, we're all done with all that stuff, so let's take a look at our mech warriors. So now we have to shift to somebody else because we have yet another pilot injury. So in this case, it's going to be between Strix and Toxic. Well, we could use Revere on a pinch, but at this point, I think we're going to use Toxic, who's our next go-to. So with that being the case, we have a little bit more gunnery skill that I could give my pilot. I don't see a reason why not. Let's go ahead and take that.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And then Scarecrow. Also, we'll take some gunnery skill. A little bit behind on that. And then finally, Truck.
Aye, aye.
We're still saving up to get more gunnery skill for her. So that's everybody we need to level up, except for Toxic. Okay, he hasn't got enough experience to level up anything, so I guess we're just going to have to do his base stats. All right, we're more or less ready to go. Let's go to the contracts. Okay, there's only one contract left here because the pirates hate me too much. This is going to be against the Capellans. It's an ambush convoy, Martian, so unfortunately he is going to be a concern. It's only 1.5 skulls, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult. Let's go ahead and negotiate. In this regard, honestly, I don't think we're going to get the salvage we're looking for. I mean, there's a possibility. Out of curiosity, if you take less pay, does it make them... Oh, it makes the bad guys hate you more. That's interesting. Never really looked at that. We could get the Canopians to like us, though. And we may want to go into Canopian space, perhaps. But nah. We want money. Money is good. I'm just not sure how I want to do this salvage, because at this difficulty, I'm not really sure we're going to get much of anything. I'm just going to go 50-50 on this one. I mean, yeah, I could get another choice here. I just don't think we're going to face medium mechs. But this will be that time when I'm wrong. Okay. So we've already decided what we're going to do as far as pilots. Grab Toxic. Put them in there. Okay, we're all ready to go. Let's deploy. All right, here we go.
Command interface initiated.
We're tracking multiple units, Commander. That has to be our target. Let's advance and get eyes on. Once we make contact, we need to strike quickly before the convoy escapes. Then proceed to the evac point for pickup. So it's going to be over this way. Good to know. Good luck, Commander.
Well, this is scenic.
Alright. Actually, these guys are in front of you, aren't they? So let's have them move first. Okay, yeah, now you have a little bit more free path. Down. Honestly, the Jenner might have been a good one to put into this battle because of the seemingly more open terrain. I mean, I didn't know that would be the case. Oh, the AI's taking their time here, so they could have quite some numbers. So we have to get to that point. Now, if I remember correctly, these dust clouds work like cover, so we kind of want to move in that direction. Yeah, they do. Let's sprint on out of that, though, because I don't... We might just be coming into sensor contact range now. Let's see what happens when this guy moves before we move.
Got eyes on the target.
Oh, alright. We've encountered them. So they're all over there. And this cross is showing where they're going, I think. So... that is true, then we need to cut them off before they get there. Probably be able to use this mountain kind of against them. Trying to think of how to move here. Move like that.
Moving to position.
Might be ideal. Alright. Now we have somebody with a little bit better tactics skill up there. We have a few mechs, few vehicles. Probably some things we can't see as well. Okay, so 4 mechs total. Only 3 of them are light, though, so one of them must be medium. Alright, well, we'll wait and see what happens. Yeah, so we have 2... These 2 are light, and then this one's medium, I think. I'll have to see what that is. Hopefully it's not something too scary. And these are going to be all heavier vehicles. Starting to be a little concerned. Because these vehicles are going to be heavier. I mean, we should know that from future convoys, and these missions don't tend to really balance for that. So I have a feeling that these mechs are going to be balanced for us, but the vehicles are going to be like an extra threat that aren't really balanced at all. So, oh well, we'll deal with it. I may have to deal with the mechs first, even though our mission is to kill the convoy, because they're coming right at me, whereas the vehicles are going on their own route. I don't think I can ignore the mechs right now. Okay. They have at least one vehicle that's going to move as an assault. Toxic is not likely going to get in range of anything, I would imagine. Maybe a large laser if we move him out this way. It's really hard to say with that terrain. One of those situations where you really need to get down and look. I'm going to say no, doesn't have a shot. If that's true, need to like move for a future turn then. This terrain actually makes things really difficult. We may actually want to back up and fight them over here, although I'm starting to think that's not a good idea, because we might get the convoy might get away from us. So I guess I'll move to here. I just am a little concerned at how this fight's going to go down.
Aye, aye.
For now, they don't see us, so I'll just move. Okay. They may have more vehicles we don't know about, but let's assume everything's moved.
Waiting for orders.
Now, one thing I could do is I could do a safer move. Firestarter. I don't think that's going to be in the cards for us. Like, what safe move can I do here? Doesn't make it so they have vision of me. Alright. So I'll move on this way. Get vision of them. They will have at least one mech that will be able to act against me. Not really anything I can do about that.
On my way.
Hopefully they don't have any more vehicles. It's kind of a gamble. Okay. Let's see what we got. Spider, a Jenner, and a Shadowhawk 2H. The 2H is which variant? That's the standard variant, so it's going to be kind of hard to kill. I'm actually torn on what to attack here, because the Jenner has up defense, but it has pretty weak armor. We may be able to kill it. I think we go after the Jenner.
Firing on target.
Okay, we did get a hit. Okay. So as far as I know, nothing moved there. So they only have one. At least I think so. They only have one. Maybe I... They might have two, but if they did, they already moved when I moved this guy, so... Or, I'm sorry, this guy. Okay, now truck is going to move.
What do you need?
And we're going to just look for the... Okay, so none of the other weapons are in line of sight, so... Probably better off just moving to cover. Taking that shot at the Jenner.
Moving to position.
Only a 60% shot. Should still hurt, though. And we did expose some structure there. So I'm kind of taking really aggressive moves here, but... kind of feel like we have to. Now, if I had Vigilance, I'd use it, but unfortunately I don't. I think this is the right call, what I'm doing here. Well, we'll find out. Let's see if we can delete one of their mechs. At very least, damage it heavily. Now, if it didn't have as much... okay. What is that, a Panther? Okay. Oh, thankfully it missed a lot. Okay. I could continue to act aggressive. Firestarter. Maybe not in my best interest. Yeah, I think we reserve here. Really don't know what else to do. Okay. Now the first move we do is with the Griffin. Hello. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen there. First off, missed a lot. Secondly, put him in a position where we can open fire on him at point-blank range. I have no choice, in my opinion, but to move the Griffin now. Sadly, I just don't... oh yeah, we can use Precision Strike, make the accuracy go up. I kind of feel like they've made light mechs harder to hit. Since I started playing this, I don't know if there was a patch or something. I mean, I could be wrong. I still think this is the right call, though. And we'll just go for the center torso, which will give us the kill. In theory.
All weapons committed.
Yeah, okay, good.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And then we just jump back. Actually, I say jump back. We're gonna kind of jump in a way. We don't want to give them vision, but in a way we could attack the convoy if we need to. Granted, this is gonna heat me up a lot. Maybe not jump so far. I'm gonna jump to here.
Engaging jump jets.
Not sure what I'm gonna do with the fire starter yet. I can't let the convoy get away though, so I have to kind of keep moving in that direction. If we can do heavy damage to the enemy while we do that, that's fine.
How's it going?
The problem with the fire starter is we have to be at point blank range to do that heavy damage. What I could do though is I could move into a spot where they can't see me anymore and then sensor lock somebody. Who would we sensor lock though? That's the big problem. No, let's move for it. And then I'll decide once I get there. In theory, they can't see me anymore. It's possible they can, but I don't think so. Alright, so sensor locking. I kind of want to go after the Shadowhawk, but honestly, none of these mechs are super threatening. Because you've got 2 medium lasers. You've got the PPC, which is, you know, PPC and SRM-4. I'm trying to think. AC-5, medium laser, SRM-2, LRM-5. I mean, in theory, maybe you do the most damage. But you have the most armor, so you're going to be harder to take down. I think we go after the Shadowhawk here. At the very least, we make it harder for him to hit things. If he has vision. And I'm hoping he comes up here. Okay. He took a very defensive stance. Which is fine. Okay, so truck. Well, no, actually, let's just reserve.
Roger that.
We're assuming they can't see me, so we can kind of take it easy here and let them go. I would say, you know, for the initial engagement there, that wasn't too bad. We didn't take a lot of damage, and I was able to kill one of their mechs. That's unfortunate. Okay.
What's up, Commander?
Now, ideally, what I want to do with him is jump in, and attack. But maybe we have Truck go first.
Yeah?
Truck is going to walk up this way. And you can burn through what defense he's been able to get.
Confirmed.
Hit him with that LRM-20, which should do, well, that's going to do full damage.
Okay, I'm on it.
And then I think we jump in and do that aggressive play. But we may get, I mean, it depends on what this thing is. Is this going to fire LRMs at me? It sure is. So what do I think that is? I'm going to make a wild guess, and I'm going to say that's a Manticore.
Damage minimal.
Because that sure looked like an LRM-10. I'm fairly certain they come with those. Alright.
Good to go.
Jump. Ideally, I'd like some cover, but... Not sure there's a great place to be here. Kind of the trouble with the train being the way it is.
Going in.
But if he takes some shots here, that's kind of what his job is to do, so... Alright, fire away. This is going to be the turn where we may be able to do a little bit more. I'm sure glad you keep missing those PPC shots. At least I think you missed last turn. Fairly certain you did. You're also running hot, which is good for me. Reserving, because why not? There we go. Get in there nice and close. Thank you very much.
Light damage, Commander.
Alright, we might have a good possibility with truck. Yeah, if we stay where we are, we can attack the multi-target here. So we hit you, and then we hit you. So you're going to be A, and you're going to be B, and make sure we turn that to B. Okay, not a bad shot, I don't think.
Confirmed.
Get another full bit of damage on the Shadowhawk before it gets a chance to go. I'm not sure it's going to necessarily matter because... Well, actually, it does matter.
Orders.
Alright. Ideally, I'd punch this thing. But that wouldn't necessarily be the best answer. Definitely want to get into cover rather than not be in cover. But I kind of want... Oh, okay, I can go there. So this is not a bad move here. Do we attack the spider or the panther? Let's try if I move here. There we go. Now we're getting an optimum range. The spider might be able to take my back, but that's okay. I guess there's not a whole lot we can do about that. We can really hit this panther hard. And it's a pretty decent shot. And we're still in cover. I'm going to have to turn something off. I'm going to turn off the SRM4 because it's not really that great of a chance to hit anyway.
Engaging with target.
There we go. What the Shadowhawk does.
They've got a sensor lock on.
Okay, it's going to sensor lock me. Of all the things it could do, that's not really that bad. Yeah, I'm running hot, so I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to punch the spider. We have a 95% chance to hit. I'm going to hit it straight on.
Engaging physical attack. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Now, the question I have to ask myself is what do I do here with my last action? I could try and finish off the spider, or I could come in and I could hit the Shadowhawk before it gets a chance to go. Because I know I'll beat it to initiative. It really can't act against me. Could get a back attack, but I just don't think that's wise because I'm giving myself, you know, making myself a vulnerable target. I think we go with this move. I think it's not bad.
Roger.
The spider is not really that threatening in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I'll beat it up when I can, but... Okay, fire away.
Firing a full salvo.
Now all their vehicles get to go here, and they might be able to do some decent damage. Ooh, a large laser coming out there.
Light damage.
Is that a bulldog? Bulldogs have large lasers, don't they? There's sensor lock.
Enemy sensor lock detected.
And then the Manticore's LRM-10. Okay.
Standing by.
Alright, well, this is our chance to take out that spider before it gets to go. So... Ooh, I don't like that. I'm going to jump instead. And I'll carry myself over here. I'm hoping that's not going to heat us up too much. And then we're just going to open up on the spider. I'm hoping that's going to get us a kill. Honestly, we really don't want to hit from that side. We want to hit... let's try this. Yeah, that's probably a better shot for us. And this gets us away from the Shadowhawk, so it's not going to just murder us by punching us to death. I'm going to have to turn one of the medium lasers off, which is, you know, that's alright.
Target.
Please kill him. That looked like it hurt. Yeah.
Mess him up.
Goodbye.
Mess him up good.
Okay, so we've killed half of the escort. I can be happy with that, I think. Alright, only firing the SRM-4, that's not too bad. Ah, we have to turn. Because what I want to do here is hit the Shadowhawk before he gets a chance to go. Can we do that with truck more efficiently? I might multi-target just to burn down the evasion of the Panther. So we're going to make you... you are going to be A, and you're going to be B. And B is just going to be a medium laser just to fire that off. And hopefully we do some good damage to the Shadowhawk before it gets a chance to go.
Roger.
It looks like it's going to hurt. I think that just took out its autocannon, so that's great. No, I don't think it even got a chance to use it.
I'm under heavy fire.
Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.